Sonny, Joey, 500. Got some goats in the building. Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man. Y'all get it. My QB got swag. My wideout is award winning. His fly was fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown. Here comes the shakedown.
Let's go.
You're my doorway. King Dingbat here, and welcome to another Philly Shakedown post-game podcast with the man in green, Joey Mother Humpin' Shakes. What's going on, dude?
I'm good, man. How are you? I'm good, dude. I'm ready to talk about what has happened in this preseason game. I'm ready to go.
What the hell happened, Joey? What the hell happened? We got a lot to talk about, man.
We do.
First off, let me say, Duncan Wright, welcome to Dingbat Nation, buddy. Thank you so much. I saw that you did that earlier. Thank you for joining. Chris Graham, what's up? I don't know. I can't pronounce it. Tumido, Ramal, Nitro, Hit the Gritty. Hit the Gritty, where you been? I ain't seen you a few days. Scooby-Doo, John Ryan, Lee, Joey, Frank Joseph. Yeah, you're right, Frank Joseph. You're right. Give him the finger. Did you see that video he put out to me about me today? It's complete lies. Complete lies. Wisconsin Eagle fan, what's going on, man? How are you? What is going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? All right. So the Eagles, game 2 of the preseason, felt like game 2 of the preseason. As far as I'm concerned, this was a preseason game. No question about it. You know? Let me ask the first question. What did you think about them not playing starters? Were you surprised they didn't play the starters? Do you think they should have played the starters? What are your thoughts on that?
I think from the news yesterday when the Browns kind of already tweeted out that they weren't going to have any starters out there, I kind of had a feeling they weren't going to do it this week, even though I really wanted to. I was like, at least for a quarter. At least I don't even care about the other stars. Like, I just wanted Jalen Hurts, even with some of the backup receivers, just put them in there for a quarter, just, give these guys some good looks. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's observation. We're looking at the back end of our roster. So, like you said, week 2 of the preseason felt like week 2 of the preseason.
Oh, man. It really, it did. It did. I wanted Jalen Hurts to play. I really did. I wanted them to play at least a quarter. I mean, I look at like teams. I thought Buffalo had Josh Allen played yesterday. Patrick Mahomes played. Even Carson Wentz played. Like, these guys are playing. I wish our guys would play, but I understand they want them to be healthy and all those kind of things. So they didn't play, and of course that meant Gardner Minshew came in. I thought he was okay for the most part. I thought he looked better than he did a week ago. Had a couple passes that could have been picked that were just absolutely horrible. But it really seemed like they were like focusing on their slant and short gain and little wide receiver screens, So it looked like they were trying to work on some stuff. My concern at the same time, I thought they did a good job today. My concern with this team right now is the running backs. I look at Miles not being in there, and I think that's a problem. So what are your thoughts on the running backs today, and basically where we go from here with them?
I thought even with Kenneth Gainwell, because we didn't see him in the first preseason game, he didn't play. But man, I mean, thanks to Cam Jurgens on a couple good blocks because he had another monster.
Did you see that block to start the game?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
I thought Gainwell played really good. He's running with purpose. I mean, he's falling forward. That's how fast he's running out there. And I'm looking for a big year from him. I think he could take the load. Pause. If Miles Sanders, obviously with that whole thing that's going on with him with the injury, and I know Boston Scott had a good series. I mean, they did a spin move, was getting some extra yards. I thought they were both fantastic. Obviously, what's his face? Brain fart here.
Scott.
Yeah,
Daniel.
like Yeah, like Jason Huntley. I thought, and I think we saw enough of Jason Huntley, last preseason game. I felt like he was still in there just way too much today.
Yeah.
You gave Torrey, obviously, at the fourth quarter, Kennedy Brooks, not enough for me to really say that I see anything better from him. And then obviously given that running back from North Texas, Torrey, as well, he had a couple snaps here and there. So I thought running backs were good, but moving forward, we did have reports yesterday that the Eagles have been calling multiple teams about trying to trade for a veteran running back. I think they named one, a third round pick running back from the Vikings. I forgot his name. Madison, I think his name is.
Addison or Madison?
Yeah, Madison. Yeah. And then obviously more news swirling around today with Kareem Hunt earlier today that the Eagles and Kareem Hunt wants a long-term extension in Philadelphia per report.
I can't give it to him. I want him to come, but that really sounds bad. I pause on that.
Please, God, please.
But I don't know that I could sign him to a long-term contract. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I want to give a running back big money like that. I have to have some sort of out. You know. We'll talk about that. Our Gravy, thank you for the super chat. He says, could only keep one Covey, whatever the hell you call him, versus Allen. Which one? We're going to talk about this in a little bit, but I'm going to say right now, Allen by a long shot for me. I have to go Allen. Rock, the artist, what is going on, my man?
Rock.
What's up, Chef? I see a lot of people are pouring in here still. Thank you so much. Listen, I would look. I said this in my stream, like all night last night. I was fantasizing that it was going to be like halftime, and we were going to see Hunt on the sideline of the Browns, and there was somebody go over and talk to him, and he'd take his hat off, run across the field to the Eagles, and then put an Eagles hat on. That's what I wanted to see. That's how I wanted the trade to go down, but it didn't. But I mean, if the reports are true and the Eagles are talking about a Kareem Hunt trade, it makes perfect sense to me. What kind of money are you going to give him? That's the question. You can't tie yourself in long term to a running back.
No, I mean, the extension could be a cheap extension. It could be maybe a 2-year deal after this year or something. So I wouldn't. When you hear the word extension, you're thinking a lot of money. Maybe it's not going to be a lot of money. Maybe you're going to give up a day 3 pick for him. So we'll see.
Yeah. Except for one problem, Simba. Turpin isn't as fast as Allen. Sorry, he's definitely not. See, Dallas Cowboy fans are very upset that we have a world-class track star, an Olympian. We have an Olympian on our team, and you're not faster than an Olympian. The ticket, what's going on? So yeah, I thought the running backs were good. I thought Gainwell, I thought Postgame, I thought they were good, but it's still scary to me without Miles in there, and I still think you need it back. I think you need 4 backs. That's personally what I think. But I do think they played good, and I think you have such a great offensive line. I think they're going to make a lot. I mean, did you see some of the holes that Boston Scott is running through? They're huge. Yeah. So I think that even if you didn't go like Kareem Hunt and you wanted to go like a Murray or you wanted to go like a lesser type running back, I think you can get away with it because of the offensive line. But I definitely think they need 4 running backs. I don't need to see any more Huntley. I'm definitely kind of disappointed we haven't seen Brooks. I'm really disappointed that we haven't seen a lot of him,
Yeah, no, I mean not even that many snaps. I figured, and that wasn't until the end of the 4th he didn't get snaps. Like it was too late for him. I mean, I thought there was a couple good runs from him, but it's just I need more. I need to see more throughout the second half with him. I don't care if you don't want to use him in the first half, but this game this week, is it too late for him? Is it? I mean, maybe since I see the Eagles not using him that much, I feel like, that's why they're going after another running back. Maybe they don't think he's the guy for that 4th spot. So
I just don't know, Our Gravy, thank you so much for super chat. He says Ernest Johnson is better than Hunt. Also, Milton was awful today. Yeah, well, that defensive line, especially the start, those who played early, I thought weren't good. We'll get into that. But I mean, Ernest Johnson, even if he might be better than Hunt, but he's also younger and cheaper. So that's why they're going to not trade him, you know?
Right.
You guys want to pay for a 27-year-old running back is not worth it when you have 3 good running backs. You have maybe 2 good running backs. Okay? I don't know how people can look at Gainwell and say, "Oh yeah, he's great. We don't have anything to worry about. We have Kenneth Gainwell. I like Gainwell, but I can't say he's a number 1 running back. Boston Scott is small. Miles Sanders also gets hurt. You need a bigger back. You need one more back that complements them because those 3 guys are all very similar to me. So I have to disagree with you. Yeah. Now, do I want to pay a 27-year-old? I thought I just said I don't want to pay him a contract. I thought that's what I just said. You know, it would depend if I could get out of it or not.
Doesn't it frustrate you on like second, third, like even second and goal, third and goal when we're like running the same play and the running back just? I mean, look, because of the size difference, with a bigger back, you won't have to run another play. You know what I mean?
Right.
You get inside the end zone.
Well, there was a third. It was a third. I think a 3rd and 1. I think it was a 3rd and 1, and Scott, he almost lost yardage, and he had to like spin and turn, and he got up to the line of scrimmage, but he couldn't gain yards. And then we went for it, I believe, on 4th down and got it. That's the second week in a row we could not convert 3rd and short, and had to go for it on 4th down. I do think that is a concern. I do. Luis Cabrera, thank you so much for super chat. You want? No, I didn't mean it like that.
He said it. I didn't.
I said pause, though. I said pause. I paused that, mother humper. Gambo, thank you so much for super chat. He says, it's good to see that our team has major depth in a lot of positions for once. Our lines are insane, and wide receiver and running back rooms maybe the deepest in the league. I think the running back's I'm still a little short on the running back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, agreed.
But, you know, it is what it is. So let's talk about the wide receivers, because this is going to be fun. I thought that Cain today jumped Jalen Reagor in the depth chart. I think he's played better. I think he jumped him today.
Yeah, and it wasn't even that he just made plays, but he made some tough catches. I think he made some really tough catches, over back shoulder catches. I mean, even with good coverage, he made some good catches. So I feel like, he did. I mean, Reagor's just, I wish I could say more. I know there's fans out there that like him and want to give him his 3rd year, but I'm just not seeing enough. Goes into camp this year. I feel like they overhyped him. I feel like they're trying to get his trade value up. That's what I'm feeling like right now. I haven't seen a big difference with Reagor at all. I really haven't. What, he had 1 reception today?
He had 2 receptions. 2 receptions. Yeah. But you don't notice. I think it was like 2 receptions for, I think, 17 yards. I thought Cain made some really good plays, some really tough catches. And listen, we can't judge practice. We hear from stuff about practice. But if I just could go on what I've seen in 2 games, Cain has been way better. He's a better receiver than Reagor. Yeah, so he would be my 5th. He'd be my 5th receiver. I think you got to move Reagor. I do. You know.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, I think you go in the Covey and Allen as well, and say that both of them are probably. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think Reagor's been better than Covey. I think he's been better than him, but I think obviously with Allen with that big reception today, does it make his case? I mean, it was just a flash type. It doesn't say, we're not saying Devon Allen's gonna make the roster just from one play. It's just it was nice. It was an explosive play. It was cool to see. I was happy for Reed Sinnett to get that touchdown today, but there's still a lot of question marks.
I mean, look, Allen is fast. There's no question he's fast, but he's not gonna make the team because of that.
No,
I still think he's gonna get cut. Maybe he lands on the practice squad if they get lucky. But, I mean, it was nice to see that kind of speed out there, you know. Chris Marino, thank you for super chat. He says, I'm still upset the starters didn't play today. I am too. I wish that they would have played. Thank you for super chat. I mean, I thought it would have been really cool if they would have played.
Yeah.
They didn't, obviously, and it kind of sucked. Jared Herring says, Cain still gets cut. He's solid, but he'll be new Paul Turner. Probably, you know, it just – but if I'm just basing upon – what I've seen, he's been better than Rager, but he's not a first-round pick.
If he's reliable and serviceable as a number 5, and he can come in, for a game maybe and get some snaps, then I got no problem with it. If he can make some plays with everybody else on the field, I don't see why not.
Oh, if they traded Rager, he'll make the team. But I mean, but he's outplayed Rager. I mean, we've heard he's had good practices as well. So it's not like he just had one good preseason game. He's been pretty decent so far in camp. So if you're just judging it by what we can see in preseason, I think he definitely should take that spot from Rager, in my opinion. And then as far as like maybe the last spot, Allen to me is beating out Covey right now. I don't think he'll make the team, but I mean Covey hasn't done anything, and he
had 5 yards. He had 5 yards.
Yeah.
That was it.
But I mean, I'm looking for special teams. I want to see these guys. These guys got to make it on special teams, and they really didn't have that many punts to try.
No,
because the defense couldn't stop anybody. Right. Rager is really pedestrian wide receiver. Yeah. It's coming off. I'm trying to catch up to these. It's coming. It's starting to seem like that. That is for sure. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, offensively, it is what it is. I thought the offensive line was really good again. My issues really were defensively. I thought defense sucked. I thought they looked like they were going through the motions. They could not generate any pressure at all. And it reminded me of last year. I felt like we were watching last year's defense.
Yeah, right.
What did you feel about that?
Like, here's 2 things. Okay, so the defensive line, all right? So you have your starting line out, and then you have part of your second line out with Sweat, Barnett. So I understand, Jordan Davis, played for almost a whole half. I felt like Gannon was playing this passive zone, soft coverage defense like he did last year, where these receivers and tight ends are coming off the line and getting easy receptions. I don't think he blitzed until I don't know. I felt like he didn't blitz till the third to the fourth.
There was a blitz. The one I remember is the one where the T-shirt got ripped off. I think he blitzed. I want to say it was like Chichara, the safety, but I can't remember exactly who it was. I have to watch the whole thing again. He blitzed, and remember the guy Dobbs runs and they had his shirt that ripped off. That was one time he blitzed. And I think he blitzed a couple times in the second half too. But they didn't generate any pressure,
No, it was pretty bad. I've seen guys. I think we almost got to him like a couple times. So Teron Jackson was almost there. We almost got him just a couple times, but it didn't look good at all. Wasn't happy about it.
And I got to say, I think Jordan Davis is going to be a fantastic player. I think he's going to make a huge impact, but he's got to get his conditioning up because he seemed tired. Not only today, but last week too. He gets winded really easy, and he gets tired. Now, he's getting double-teamed. He's getting triple-teamed. I get it. But I think he has to get into better shape. And I kind of blame the coaches because they don't practice hard right now. They 58-minute practice, mid-15 practice. They don't hit. You see how many tackles that they missed? That's because you're not practicing tackling. So, to me, I think that, you need to have Jordan Davis like running sprints or something. But I mean, once he gets into shape, he'll be fine.
He's worked harder in the combine than he did being these training camp practices.
Right, and he was 360 at the national championship game, 340 at the draft. He came in they said like 332, something like that. He's got to get down to like 325, and I think he'll be fine.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, Oich King, you're right. All Davis does bull rush, nothing. He's got to learn. I mean, that's going to take time. One of the things he's got to learn is to become a better pass rusher. We got to give him time, but I mean, he's out there and he's definitely winded. You know what I mean? And he's going to have to deal with that.
Right.
Let's see here. Davis is in shape. He lost 35 pounds. He's only a run stuffer. He's not only a run stuffer. telling you that I do not believe that Jordan Davis, that athletic freak, is just a run stuffer. He's not in shape. He's not in shape because he's winded. We know he's not in shape because he's winded. He's winded after 2-3 plays. When he's not winded much longer, then we know he's in shape. I don't believe he's in football shape.
Is it maybe because even when he's taking on those double teams, like they're not, maybe Gan's not. It doesn't look like he's doing much because they're not putting any type of blitz package behind him, or I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of things about it, but there's a couple times where you could see him, like he was tired running. He couldn't. He was slowing down. He was winded, and I just think that there's being in shape and there's football shape. I just don't think he's conditioned where he needs to be, and I blame it because they don't work these guys hard at camp. A lot of times back in the day, a guy comes in a little off shape, they get worked into shape really quick,
right.
So it makes me wonder. But I think Jordan Davis in the long run will be one of the most dominating defensive linemen in this league. So I'm not worried about it like long term, but just today, just being honest, I thought he looked tired at times. And I said that last week after the Jets game, that I thought he looked tired at times, but the guy's also taking on 2-3 guys every play too.
Right.
Infamous says 2 things I saw: Hunt open to a trade to Philly, and did you see the Giants? Thibodeau got chopped in the knee. Looked bad. I saw Thibodeau walking off the field, but I didn't see how bad it was. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully. Today I was supposed to be off, but they did call me in. I got someone covering for tomorrow. I guess we will see. I'm sorry you had to work today, my man. Sorry you had to work today. Cameron says Georgia has a more aggressive style to play, to be honest. I like a more aggressive play, I thought the linebackers, I mean, they were kind of quiet too, right?
They were.
I mean, we didn't really see Dean. The secondary. I also, talk about the running back depth. I think they have the depth problem in the secondary too. I think you have very good starters, but once they're gone, I think it's a lot more shaky, dude.
A little bit. I mean, McPherson's been quiet. Job he's showing up here and there, but it's nothing to go crazy about. I thought Hugo Amadi, he made 4 tackles today from the nickel spot, which he actually did a good job today.
Yeah, he did. I thought Blankenship played well too. I thought he was somebody else. I think Kavon Wallace even made a play or two, but I also yelled at him early because he pissed me off early on in the game. But yeah, I mean, it's preseason. You can't look. We can't look like a lot into it. You can't look a ton into it. But I thought that defensively, I almost felt like they checked out, and I'm like, oh, here we go. It's Jonathan Gannon's defense again. He's gonna let these guys convert every third down that there possibly is. Can't get to the quarterback. No pass rush. But it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Denzel Washington's not a Cowboys fan; he's an Eagle fan. Our second string O-line could be starting line in NFL. Thought I think the offensive line is so good, and I'm just I would say like my standout player again would probably be Cam Jurgens, because Cam Jurgens once again is out there kicking ass, dude. I would have Jurgens. It would be Jurgens, Cain, and Allen. Those would be my 3 standouts.
Yeah, I'd probably agree. I'd probably agree with that.
Jordan Davis doesn't have pass rush moves yet. That he's got to learn. He's definitely got to learn it. You got to give him time. Let's see, Philly. Who's the serious player on the team? What do you mean? What does that mean?
Player.
I don't know.
I have no idea what that means.
I'm not sure. King Blaze says I think Huntley should just return kicks. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't need to see Huntley run the ball anymore. Like, I really don't. I want to see him kick off returns. I feel like that with Covey and Allen. Like, all those guys, I don't need to see them. I need to see if they can play special teams. I want to see them return. I hope we can force, 10 punts next game. You know,
I haven't, but I
Because-
haven't been impressed. Like even with like punt return kicker. I mean, I know they haven't had many chances. I mean, in this game, but I mean, I don't know. Like I feel like they just. I'm not happy with what we're doing at those at the specialist positions at both returns. I don't know. No one's really flashed at those two positions either. So it's kind of trying to wonder what they're doing.
Kenneth says somebody to watch is Take Allen. If you really look at the tape for the preseason, low key been a stud. I need to go back and watch today's game. But I will definitely take a look at him. You know,
Kerry Vincent Jr. He got killed today. Kerry Vincent Jr. got killed today.
Yeah,
that guy.
Will he get cut? Well, no, we have to cut. What do we have to get down to by Tuesday? Was it? I forget what it is.
Well, we're at 83. Well, we're at 83 now. What, 83, 85? I forgot.
I think we got to get to 70 something, right? 75.
Yeah,
I think it's 5. Vincent could be gone. He could definitely be gone. You know, there could also be another trade. You know,
true.
Our O-line, our line's good. T. Patrick says Pascal looks much better than I expected. Yeah, me too. He's faster than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
So he's definitely my 4th wide receiver, and I thought it was interesting that to start the game they had Quez out there. Quez is Quez is going to be your deep threat. I think between the 20s you use him. I think red zone, 3rd and shorts is Pascal. That's where you're going to use him.
Right.
But I like Pascal. The question is Reagor. That's the giant question I have is what are they going to do with Reagor?
Mm-mm.
You know. Now, Covey hasn't showed up. I have seen nothing in Covey. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm watching Jeremy Bloom again. That's what it feels like. You know?
Yeah, no.
But
5. Go ahead. You're good.
No, I mean, just like, anytime, if I'm him, anytime I get a punt and I'm not fair catching it. I'm going to catch it and go. I have to do whatever I have to do to try to make an impact on this team. The only way he's got a chance to make this team is in special teams. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
That's how I feel. Let's see here. Reagor makes the team. He had a solid camp. He's going to make the team because he's a first-round pick, but does he really deserve it?
No.
That's the question. I mean, I don't know. Cain, I thought Cain looked. Did you know Cain's 6'2"?
No.
Mm-mm. He's 6'2". That's crazy to me. He's bigger than I thought. So he's bigger than Reagor. He's faster than he plays faster than Reagor, and he catches better than Reagor. Why do I need Reagor? You know, that's how I look at it. You know, we got over 400 people in the chat, both chats combined. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, click the link in the description. Go support my man Joey Shakes, a better half of the Philly Shakedown podcast. No question about it. But yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Devon Allen looked good. And what I want to see is I want to see what they do this week with one Carson Strong. They played him at the end of the game and he threw one pass. He should have been out there the whole 3rd, 4th quarter.
I know.
He's got to play the whole game. I want him to play the whole game. You know? I definitely hope he does.
Even throwing like the one pass he had on the left sideline, like I thought that should have been a PI call right there. But I want to see more of that arm. I want to see more. How do you put is he gonna get like waived? Like, or like, is something going on with him? Is he gonna go somewhere else? Like, I don't know why they're leaving him last second to at least get some plays in. You know, I don't get it.
My guess, and this is a conspiracy theory guess. They don't want anybody to get any tape or film of him because they're going to stash him. And they want him to clear waivers. So you don't play him, so maybe he doesn't sign somewhere. Maybe that's my theory, you know? But I do think it's very possible that come next week he plays the whole game. They could just be leaving for the whole game.
Let's hope so.
I don't need
for this week.
I don't need to see chin strap anymore, dude.
No,
I don't need any more snap. You know, he made a nice pass on that 55-yarder, but I'm done with him. I'm done with all these guys, man. There's a few guys I need to see. I need to see Carson Strong. I need to see Devon Allen do kickoff returns. And I also need to see the running back Brooks. That's what I need to see.
Right.
Yeah,
I agree.
Devon Allen catch was awesome, says Jesse. Sinet has a rocket arm. He does have a good arm. It was on the money, 50 yards downfield. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. It was a great throw. He can't throw a 3-yard pass or a 5-yard pass, but he can throw a 55-yarder. I'm serious.
No, it's just funny. That's all.
Jerry says he doesn't know the playbook yet, and they don't want anyone to see him. Yeah, I think that's true. I think there's something to it. I want to stash him. You agree with my theory? See that? Carson Strong has the best arm on the team. Yeah, he might. He might. But we saw, I think he threw one pass. And I don't think it was a bad pass either, Sharky Girl says, Minshew wants trade. He's sandbagging on purpose. I know, but you can't trade him right now.
No.
Who are you going to have? Sinet, Chinstrap come in and be your backup? You can't have it. You can't have him.
Minshew wants to go somewhere else and have a better chance at a starting quarterback spot.
Minshew should just shut up and play.
Right.
That's what I think. He's not going anywhere because Sinet stinks. Imagine if he's your backup. At least Minshew could win you some games. I'm not moving Minshew.
No,
I can't do it now. Forget about it. The O-line is beast mode. To have those type of pockets for what? Oh, for shitting it. Yeah, and Strong. See, a few inches. I know, right? A few inches does a lot for a lot of people, apparently. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about it. But I'm just saying. A few inches could go a long way in a man's life.
Keep the cannoli in your pants.
Keep the cannoli in their pants. Here we go. Yeah. So Mark Holmes wants to have a bet with me. It's going to be a squat cobbler bet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He's going to have to do a squat cobbler in a baby outfit on his channel. Cryptologist, 500. Minshew, fire, look quality, bro. Better than Hurts if you could. Dude, I don't know. Man. I don't think the guy has an arm. He was one hopping balls. I think he's a good backup. I don't think he's got a strong arm though. I really don't.
No, I think he can come in for a couple games. He could be serviceable in that aspect, but he really hasn't had a good training camp. I mean, he's had more bad days than good.
Yeah, he came on a little this week. He had a good practice in Cleveland. I thought he was decent today. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, Mike Williams says, "Where's Jordan Howard?" He's out there. He's still out there. And Jordan Howard, if he could just stay healthy, he would be the perfect back. That's what I say. Right. So obviously it's conspiracy theory. Eagles see Carson Strong as their long-term backup, so they're hiding them until they can trade Minshew by the deadline. Maybe, but he'd have to come a long way.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, but when have you seen this? Every year we've seen 4 quarterbacks in preseason, and I've never seen the last quarterback get minimal reps as like this from a second. It's just weird to me. I don't know.
Well, especially when you're not playing your starter already. Right? You're not playing your starter, and you're not playing the last guy. So it's weird. My thought is it has to be something where he wasn't ready to go really play. They've seen enough of him from a physical standpoint that they like him, but they can't put him out there where teams are going to watch and go, oh, look at this guy's arm. Right. That's why they're not. That's my only theory, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. We've also seen the Eagles in the past have quarterbacks on the roster, cut them, and then pick up other quarterbacks that were not with them the whole camp.
Right.
So now Minshew for Jimmy G, not bad. I don't want Jimmy G. I don't want him. And Jimmy G probably could get you to the playoffs and the NFC Championship game, perhaps, with this roster. But I don't think it would be good for Hurts, to be honest with you.
Mm-mm.
TJ Edwards and Kaiser White is the coverage linebackers. Reddick listed as a linebacker, but more of an edge rusher. Yeah, because they play 3-4. They're probably going to use Reddick like the Eagles used Javon Curse back then. Well, I mean, back then they ran a 4-3, but Curse was the defensive end coming off that. He was like an edge rusher, and he played. I think he might have played 3-4 in Tennessee. I can't remember, but I think you're going to get Reddick. He's going to be your edge rusher. He'll drop back probably, I'm guessing 10% of the time. But yeah, pretty much that's how they're going to do it.
Mm-mm.
You know,
Agreed.
I like Kaiser White. You know, 500. I just now watching the game. What was you and Shake's biggest takeaway from this preseason game? My biggest was that I thought the running backs were decent, but still I think we need to add to it. I thought the offensive line was good. I thought Cain was better than Rager. I thought Allen was good, and I wasn't happy with the defense.
No.
I thought that they looked bad. I felt like they just did anything they wanted. They just were sitting back there, man. It reminded me. I was getting flashbacks of watching the Raiders game. That's what I was getting flashbacks of from last year.
Yeah, I feel like they were giving just yards away. Like, that's how I felt. That's how I felt. Felt like last year. That's how I felt.
It did. Exactly how it did feel, Danny says 509, Philly 509. What player disappointed you guys the most in preseason? The guy that disappointed me the most so far?
I'd say Britton Covey for me.
Covey?
To be honest. I think so, yeah.
I would have said Tart until he made a monster hit on the running back in the sideline today. Did you see that shot?
Yeah.
He hit that. Holy crap. I was like, well, all right.
Him.
I was like, there he is. I've been waiting for that. There we go. That's what I expected. Because he hadn't been around. But I thought Tart even though he's kind of lower on depth, I think that was a good sign today. What I saw from Tart. So I can't say him. So I'm gonna say, and people are gonna hate me for saying this. I'm gonna say Jalen Reagor. I was expecting more. I thought we would get something, and I haven't.
Yeah, the reports have made us feel like he was playing better than maybe he really wasn't this whole time. I don't know.
Yeah. I think a lot of it has to do with trying to trade him. Ryder says, hey, Philly, Mark looked pissed when you played their meltdown, laughing my ass off. They look like he had his face looked irritated. Oh, yeah, he gets so frustrated when I play it, because he wants to have that on me, but I can't do it to him, but I got plenty more, believe me. I'm about to unleash a lock full of them.
Right.
Keep making comments. Who did I miss? Did I miss somebody specifically talking about? I don't mean to miss any of these. We got 2 streams going at one time here. So it's we got almost 500 people here. So talk about how bad Dean was today. I thought Dean was invisible. There was one play at the sideline, him and Chichara made what I think it was a running back tried to dive in. Did I say it wrong?
No, I say it wrong, but I never heard that version. I never heard. So
Chichara, I don't know.
T'Challa. That's what I keep thinking about. Black Panther or some shit like that.
I don't know. I can never say his name. Shashari.
I don't know. I have no.
Chichara sounds good to me.
Yeah. All right.
But they made a nice play in the sideline. That was about it, really. Yeah, he was kind of quiet. But it wasn't like everybody. It wasn't just him. Yeah, it wasn't just him. It wasn't just Jordan Davis. The whole defensive line got their ass kicked, and the linebackers they were getting destroyed in the run game, and I thought they were bad. I thought the defense just was not there today. Tortiville said, I don't trust Gann at all with the young. I don't trust Gann. That's my number one giant flat out concern is him, Tortiville. I totally agree. He's got to be my biggest fear, Joey.
I agree. I agree. I mean, look, at the end of the day, he's not going to show everything during preseason. He's not going to show the whole defensive scheme. He doesn't want teams to have a blueprint on him. All these coaches, they're just running basic plays. So we're not going to find out until the first game of the season what he's got in store for us. So
yeah. Chris Marino, thank you for the super chat. Here you go. Everybody's going to teach me now. I'm like an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Like, you don't know. I get this every day with Calcaterra. I every time I say his name in a video, I got 100 comments correcting me. And I read them all, and I still get it wrong.
Right.
That's the worst part. Shashere. All right, Shashere. Let's see how long I remember that. Thank you, Chris Marino. I appreciate that. We'll see. I'll try Shashere. Texas boy, Philly 500 meltdowns on purpose exaggerates. Mark Holmes does it emotional. No, I'm not. I don't exaggerate. That's the real deal. The whole reason I started ever streaming was because my wife used to laugh at me because I would have meltdowns. She's like, "You should start streaming." That's how I started it. I once punched a hole in my parents' brand new couch. My arm was this far in the couch. I used to be worse. Like, I've calmed down. When me and my wife, like right before we got married, right? The Eagles played. I think they were playing the Giants. It was like 2007. And we're sitting there, and she never watched the Eagles game with me. And we blow a big lead in the fourth quarter. And Manning throws to Plaxico Burress in the end zone to win in overtime. And I'm like, I'm going to bed. And I ran upstairs banging. I got into bed. I was so depressed. She's like, oh my God, what is this guy doing? And it freaked her out, dude. It took her a while to get adjusted to my meltdowns. You know?
That's funny.
It is. It's crazy. Young Money says 500 has a OnlyFans. I do. I have an OnlyFans. I do squat cobblers because I really live in my mom's basement. I'm really not married. That whole story I told you just about is all a lie. It was a lie. I was making up. I don't have a wife. Never kissed a girl. I'm a 40-year-old virgin. 47-year-old virgin. Cowboy fans are nuts. Let's see. Eagles, Browns practice all week. Yeah, we practice with them all week. Not hating on Turpin. I'm just saying you just sound like a hit. Oh, you're not talking to me. I don't have any issue with Turpin, but I don't think he's as fast as Devon. I don't know. The Cowboy fans were getting mad at me. I'm really serious. I don't think he would win in a race. You know. But imagine talking about Allen like he's not going to be on the practice squad and Turpin starts day one. When I look at Allen, I look at like, oh, that's a great play, cool. But guess what? I don't think he's making a team, unless he can make it special teams. You know.
Yeah, but you gotta look at it too. Like, I know it's easy just to take two plays that Turpin made, okay, on punt return and kick return, which is great. But you don't know if that's the other team starting special teams. They're subbing guys in and out, and other guys are trying to make rosters for special teams. You can't take that into account that he's going to be some Devin Hester or something, in the future. So
yeah,
people need to chill out with that.
Yeah, the one he actually has. I have an OnlyFans. Yeah, I do. That's right. Young Mike says Mark Holmes just got sponsored by Viagra. I know, he sent in samples. Oh,
broken. What was it? I saw commercials like Bent. It's a company called Bent Banana or something. I forgot what the hell.
Bent Banana Viagra is that really a true company?
Yes, it's true. Yeah, it's called Bent Banana.
Holy crap! Is that because it's like 4 hours and you have to go to the hospital? That would be so embarrassing. I just keep rubbing one out until it goes away.
Oh my God. Where the hell did that come from?
I don't know. I just always 4 hours. Just take advantage of the time. I mean, what are you doing?
Oh my God.
We are devolving quickly. It's been a long day. I told Joey before the show that this was like our dress rehearsal today for the season.
Right.
If Philly does well in preseason game, Dallas fans downplay it. When Dallas does something good, they literally have fans claiming GOAT statues. Absolutely.
100%.
It's so true. Absolutely. Ray Brent said, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it.
And it's so funny because all they could talk about is one special teamer. That's it. Like, that's the news. Like, that's all they can take from a game.
Yeah, all they can take is one special teams guy ran twice. Okay, great. That's great. Now score some points for your offense. What? What I mean? Oh. Michael says, DeAndre Torrey looked really nice. Boss Scott seems to love him. Yeah, I think I thought Torrey played pretty good. You want to see a friend of mine?
Oh.
This is my girl. That's Cookie. See, they call her Cookie because of that little white stripe down there. But she likes to be walking around. Right? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
But yeah, it's crazy. I'm not even gonna remember. This show, you never know where the Philly Shakedown will go. I mean, we go to. Did I think we were going to talk about banana bending Viagra before the show?
It goes from PG-13, rated R. It goes further than that.
You ain't kidding. Wait till we go off air. I'm just kidding. Oh man, Philly, who do you dislike more, Aguilar, Barnett, or Gary? Barnett aggravates me more. You know, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, the Eagles use. I'm going to get so many people commenting. How dare you talk like that? Always. Well, the Eagles use Reddick like the Raiders will use Chandler Jones as both edge rusher and outside linebacker. Yeah, they're going to use Reddick in coverage at some points in time because they want to be hybrid. But I think you have to. I think you have to do it only so much because there was a statistic. I think it was Elliott Shore-Parks posted where it was like going over Reddick's career, and when he dropped back in coverage like over 15% of the time, he had like 2-3 sacks. When it was less than that, he goes up into like almost double digits. You know what I mean?
True, yeah.
So I think you'll see him in coverage at times, but I don't think it's going to be like as much as they make it seem like it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be that bad, you know?
Yeah.
Cowboy fans talk Clownies are trash every year. Clown boys are trash. Well, here's the thing. Like, they're happy that they won they're like literally happy that they won a preseason game. As soon as our game ended, and I said this in my stream, I don't care if we won. I could care less. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, who cares what the score is? It's preseason. I want to see certain players, you know? It's crazy. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up. What's up, baby? Jeremiah Butler, thank you for Super Chat. He said, yo, Philly, you belong to the YouTube streets. You everywhere, my man. I know. I'm everywhere today.
Every alleyway, every corner.
Saw you with Bad Dog, Castro, Denzel a few hours ago. And now with Joey, everyone gets a turn. Hey. You talking to my pimp or something? I'm on YouTube. I'm hoeing it out on YouTube, dude. Oh my God, that's true. I belong to the YouTube streets. I like that. I think I need a shirt that says that. Oh man, dude, I'm just gonna click on this. New Viagra commercial. If you haven't already for more than 5 hours, just take advantage of it. Yes. I don't know. Oh man, that's great. We are gone. Can't pass around. Have you played Madden 23 by chance?
No, not yet. I will soon.
I haven't played it yet, but dude, I was looking at some of the players, and they're horrible. It's like Jordan Davis doesn't look anything like Jordan Davis. You know, Jonathan Allen doesn't look like anything like John. It's like crazy, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You know? Joey bugging out, broski. Philly, have a good night. All right. Take care. I have a squat cobbler stream tomorrow. 9:00, my OnlyFans in the morning. We'll be doing some squat cobblers. I got some peach pie and some fresh apple pie, so it should be interesting. Let's see here. No way I'm taking points. Lions game. Oh, Eagles are going to beat the Lions.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan Davis does have a face scan. No, I know. It's horrible. Why doesn't he have a face scan? Can't they use a picture and scan it? I don't understand.
That's what I thought. I mean, I thought like those mad people come in and like take the pictures and stuff. That's what I thought. Or they take the scans.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. Yes, they're property of the YouTube streets. I need that. Yeah. I definitely need that. You wait. It's gonna be more and more too. So does the bent banana go in the squat collar under? That's above my pay grade, my friend. I have to think about that for a while. Say Boogie says Jalen. Thank you for super chat. Jalen Hurts is 72 overall in Madden. Shaking my head. Huh. That's really bad. You would think he'd be a little more, you know,
and maybe like a 79 to an 80, maybe like an 80.
Maybe. Cornerback Joby looks good. Yeah, Joby looks nice. I kind of like. I think he's been nice. I think he's been pretty good. I don't know what this is going to say. I heard Michael Where's the Fitness was an accident. Mark Holmes forgot to pull out in back of his station wagon and stayed strong for the next. Oh, man, that's brutal. Mark's going to get mad at me for that one. Let's see. Oh, Christopher, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. He says, listen, I love your content, man. I know Allen probably won't make this roster, but my God, that man can fly. Oh, my gosh. Dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It looked like he actually, like, it started to slow down. Like, he could have even ran faster. It looked like. Oh, man, he can fly. You know, yeah. I think the Eagles, if you're the Eagles, you're probably saying he's most likely not going to make the roster. But you probably want to keep him around. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how dedicated to your craft are you now? Do you want to learn to be a receiver? We're going to let you stay on the team in the practice squad. And he needs to come out there, and that's what he needs to do. You know,
he's got to be like a return specialist. Like, they haven't really put him like they gotta. If he's that quick, they gotta do something with him at that.
Yeah. Spot. And Christopher, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it, man. We thank you. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, see, they didn't have. I don't know how many punts they had today. I think there were like 2. I don't know how many punts there were in the Jets game, but I don't think there were that many.
No.
Next week, if you played, like, let's say you play Sinnett or you play Strong, and you may get a situation where both teams are playing guys that aren't going to be on the team, and you may get more punts. And that's where you got to put those guys. I would just rotate them in. All right, Covey, you go. Next is Allen, you know, right. and go, and let's see who can make, you know, do something.
True.
That's what I hope, you know. It's crazy, though. Devon Allen is a 99 overall speed in Madden. I don't know what he is. If they can't scan Jordan Davison, I know they didn't scan
definitely
Devon Allen. Definitely Jeremiah, thank you for super chat, my man. He says, by the way, what up, gents? Hope you're all doing well. Thank you, man. We're doing great, man. Doing great.
Awesome.
Long day. Awesome. This was like a dress rehearsal day for us because you had an Eagles game on Sunday, 1:00 Eastern. So it's been crazy, you know.
Yeah.
Now we just live in the YouTube streets. Can't wait till Hurts fumbles the bag and the Eagles fans turn on him midseason. It will be glorious. They're
going to turn on him the first. They'll turn on him.
It'll be
at least the first incomplete pass that he throws. That's going to happen.
Yeah, if he overthrows somebody they'll get on him right away. One of the reasons they may not is because I don't think Minshew has been overly impressive. You know,
no.
Yeah.
Today was probably the best solid. Today was, other than throwing in that double coverage for that pick six that was pretty much dropped. That would have been a pick six, but I thought he had a solid day today. I thought it was a good day.
Yeah, I don't understand that throw at all.
No,
because I don't. Did you get the Philly broadcast or did you get the NFL Network broadcast?
No, I was watching the Cleveland Browns broadcast, which was
the worst broadcast because between every play they go close-ups of the Browns, so you can't see who's out there. No. You can't. You're trying to figure out what numbers are out there. Who's out? You don't see anything going on.
And those damn interviews were just so annoying.
Yeah,
that woman, I could not stand her. She was,
yeah. I hear you. Hit the Degree says Devon Allen isn't even in Madden 23. That figures.
Yeah.
You see, I know you all been poo-pooing Covey, but I was watching him run his routes and he was open a lot. Minshew just didn't throw to him. Maybe when they sneak him back to practice for development. I need to go back and watch it. You could be right. But I think Covey and Allen, if they both get cut, I think they both clear waivers. I think they both come back. I think the guy the Eagles are worried about is Carson Strong. Because if he's got the cannon that they say he has and the size and he just gets cut, somebody's going to pick him up.
Somebody. Here's the thing though, during these training camp practices, okay, there has been no news on Carson Strong at all. So what did they do with like the beat writers would just report it. Like that's what I'm trying to get at like right now. Like they would have reported that he was at least practicing or was making throws. Like there was nothing from Carson. Like that's what I don't get about less time in these preseason games, barely like not even 2 minutes. And then during these training camp practices, there has been no news at all. So what? I don't know. I don't get what's going on with him.
It was weird. Like I honestly didn't even know if he dressed. I wasn't even sure till the second half. Somebody said, "Yeah, he dressed." Wasn't even sure. He didn't dress last week at all. So I don't know. Maybe they don't. Only thing I can think of is he's been battling injury and he was good to go today, or they're trying to hide. They don't want anybody to get tape on him. They don't want anybody to see him. And they're trying to stash him. System of the Night says, if it's the 4th and goal with the game on the line, I'm handing it to all 500. I will score. I promise you. My mother humping ass will get in.
But I'm saying, are you not gonna? So I mean, these beat writers would just report that he's throwing passes. I mean, it wasn't even. That's why I'm just going through my head, like how is he going through these training camp practices?
So let's say they report it. Now this is just I'm just speculating. This is speculation. But let's say you have Elliott Shore-Parks keeping tracks of everybody's statistics, right? He's 14 of this and 15 of 30 or whatever. If he's throwing and his arm is like a cannon, you're going to get, Carson Strong has a cannon. What an arm. This kid, he's raw. He's got talent on. You don't think people are going to read that and say, all right, I'm sure that teams and front offices of other teams, I'm sure that they do exactly what we do with the Eagles and other teams and look and see who may be out there,
So what, are they telling the beat writers to not report on his throwing? Could that be a possibility?
Maybe, or they're not letting them throw when they're around.
Oh my God.
I don't know. This is complete conspiracy. We're
probably wrong.
Probably. It's probably had he had too much Viagra and he's still waiting for the 4 hours to pass. Who knows? And it was magically at the end of the third quarter. Hey, coach, I think I'm good to go.
I got
my arm doesn't hurt from rubbing it out for 4 hours.
My third arm hurts. Oh God.
Torio says Cain needs to learn how to play special teams if he's going to make it in the NFL at this point. Most teams don't want 5th or 6th wide receivers who can't. Oh, I agree. I think it's holding him back. I think. You said Cain. I read Covey. You could be right. You could be right about that. But I think with the extra, we have extra roster spots now, right? So I think that you could keep one receiver. I mean, you could be right. It could be. But the thing is Rager hasn't been good on special teams either. So or is he going to make it when he stinks at special teams?
Right. Yeah.
Philly 024 says, I think they're hiding him. That is my conspiracy theory that they're hiding him, because I don't. It doesn't make sense to me otherwise. On broadcast, who I can't stand is Chris Collinsworth. If I hear him say a tight end can really play above the rim one more time, I'm going to reach through the TV and choke him out. I still have issues with him over the Ertz catch in the Super Bowl, where he's trying to make an argument that it was an incomplete pass on that game-winning touchdown.
Did you see him during the Super? Did you see him during the Super Bowl? He was like, "Oh, Nick Foles, he's going to get nervous. Just wait, not yet. Yeah, he's not nervous yet." Like, it was just annoying.
He was very annoying. Rudy, thank you so much for the super chat, my man. He says, "I'm steady thinking in why they cut Howard when he was more active last year and he fit the system. But if they don't want him to get it back, at least Hunt." The thing with Howard is that he keeps missing 7-8 games at a time. He keeps getting his same old injury as a stinger, and it lasts for 8 weeks. I think that's why they didn't bring him back, because when he came up and he was on the practice squad, and we're going, he looks great, Yeah. And he was the perfect compliment. Christopher says they're hiding him to get him on the practice squad to develop. That's what I think too. I mean, it's a theory. I don't know, but it's the only thing I can think of that makes sense on if he's not injured, why you wouldn't put him out there. If he was able to go and play in the fourth quarter, right? Why is he not out there at the beginning of the fourth quarter or in the third quarter? Why, if he's healthy enough to go out there with 2 minutes left, why would you wait? So they're only waiting because they don't want him. And then when he was out there, he only threw one time. Every other time he ran the ball. Tyree Jackson, tight end, has the strongest throwing power for the Eagles. Yeah, he's probably got a big arm. Look, he's going to sit and learn one more year, and he's going to be ready to go next year.
Yeah.
Our new power back should be Jordan Mailata while Diller play left tackle. I'm all for it, dude. I would be willing to see it. I hear this every year since we drafted Jordan Mailata, but they'll never do it. You know what I mean?
No, never.
Philly 500. Would you bring back Chris Long if he said the Eagles call him ready? No, I not at this point. And I like Chris Long a lot. I just think at this point, he hasn't played in how many years?
Right.
No, I wouldn't. Backyard Birds podcast says, yes, they are stashing him. I was typing that as you said at 500. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense to me. Strong's passing was accurate even on the incompletes. I only remember him throwing one time. I only remember one pass, but it was a good throw.
Yeah, it was a good pass.
I think they're hiding him. You live in Florida now? Very cool. If 500 were to start a separate gaming channel, I think he would have a lot of fun and people would love it. Yeah, people have suggested that to me before. The meltdowns that you would get from me would be.
What was it? Me and you played that Star Trek VR like a long time ago. We played that one game years ago.
4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was the biggest moron. And I'm going, Joey, what do I do? What button do I push? Where am I? Oh my God. It was bad, dude.
Mm.
Watkins and surprisingly Rager have their face scanned. Do they really? Mm. See, I want to play Madden. I want to get Madden. But every time I get it, I just I put it on and I'm like, I can't play this game. It sucks. It's the same thing every year. Eagles look easy to beat, laugh out. Jordan Davis looks suspect getting bullied by practice squad players. Are you on drugs still? Are you on drugs, Jay Trilla? Jay Trilla always trying, dude. You're always trying. Keep trying. That's stop listening to Mark Holmes propaganda. McCartney don't need to know about 95% he won beyond that year. Who? Who are we talking about?
I have no idea who that is.
Carson Strong cannot move a bit. No, I agree. But he's got an arm, though.
Yeah.
I heard Strong hasn't looked good in training camp. I don't know. That could be total bullshit. See, that could be what I'm saying. They say he looks horrible. He looks horrible. Nobody tweets anything out about him. And then all of a sudden, he's not playing in games. And then he comes up with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and he hands off all but one time.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe they really want to stash him.
We'll find out.
Yeah, they'll hire him so Mark Holmes won't make 500 videos on him. Oh my God, he'll make 200 videos on him. Even if for whatchamacallit, Ertz's catch was incomplete. That's not true. It was totally complete. That was a completed pass. You mean that touchdown pass? In the game-winning touchdown pass was not incomplete. Even when he turns up and the ball goes up in the air, he catches it. If the play would have continued, the ball never hit the ground.
Right.
So it didn't matter because if the play continues and they let it continue out, he gets the rebound. Dan, Tom Brady is getting divorced. Is that why he's been missing? Is that true? No, I couldn't see that happening.
No, I think it. Oh no, it's. I think there's rumors that he's on that the singing show where those people like dress in costumes, the Masked Singer. I think apparently there's rumors he's on the Masked Singer or something.
So he left camp to go on the Masked Singers. Oh my God, that's crazy.
That was a rumor.
Hosea Jones, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, great content from you both. Thank you, buddy. He says, questions. Who do you guys think will get cut next, and what are your thoughts on the second team defense? Oh, man, that's such a great question. Who do I think gets cut next? That's such a, man, I have to think about that. I would say Vincent, right? Vincent would 100%. Be cut. Vincent would be cut.
Matt Leo
could, but you also have to remember, you have to look at the depth chart because you're not gonna make, like, let's say you have however many linebackers aren't going to play the next game. You have to make sure you have enough of them. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to cut and then force, well, Sean Bradley's playing or somebody's playing that you don't want playing. So it really depends. But dude, I would say like Vincent. Probably the running back we just got that got a couple. Torrey. I think he goes. I don't know. That's a great question.
Blackwell, the cornerback Blackwell, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. It depends how many defensive backs they need to keep.
Right.
Could one of the receivers go? Maybe. It's going to be interesting. The last cut's the hard one, but that's a great question. I don't know exactly yet. And then your second part, the second team defense. I thought the defense as a whole struggled today. I do think second team defense overall in terms of linebacker and defensive line are good. I do think it's thin in the defensive backfield. I think once you get past Bradbury, Slay, Avonte Maddox as your corners, I think there's a drop off.
Yeah, there's only so much you could do in an off season. I mean, maybe they pick some guys off waivers. The waiver wire is going to be busy, and Howie's definitely going to be, making sure what players are not going to get by them. It could be, they could get a specialist for punt returns, kick returns. They could get, because they're looking at these other preseason games. Some of the scouts are probably looking at some other preseason games, and they're just looking at other players that potentially could be waiver wire candidates that teams aren't. Yeah. That could be surprise cuts for some teams. So definitely look out for that.
Yeah. True. They like chin strap better, Philly. Yeah, maybe they do. I mean, they might, but it's just, if that's the case, could Carson Strong get cut this week? I mean, if they don't like him and they don't want to play him, then what are you going to keep him for?
Yeah, I don't know.
Carson Strong won it, only pass today looked horrible, shaking my head. Now maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have to go back and watch it. But I thought that was a pass where it was contested, but it wasn't that bad. I could be totally wrong, but I have to go back. When you watch the game one time on your, during a live stream, when you're like this, you miss so much. Like, you really need to go back,
especially if you're watching from the Browns' perspective. On
my God! Did you see everything. Did you see the one angle for the 55-yard field goal?
Oh, it was hard.
It was like I can't even see what the hell just happened.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Great job.
Yeah.
Great job, guys.
Dobbs shirt tore. Yeah. I was at Chichara. I already said his name wrong. I forgot his name. What was it again?
Cheshire.
Yeah. I can't remember. I'm telling you, I'm so bad with names, dude. Rager getting cut. I would be shocked if he got cut. They're showing the Eagles right now. There's Minshew's hand. He's going to throw a slant. They ran a lot of slants. I really like Pascal, dude. I think Pascal was such a nice pickup. He's going to be like a Jason Avant type guy for us. That's what I see him, I like him. Shasha Ray. Okay, Shasha.
Screenshot
Shasha Ray. Shasha Ray.
Put that behind you on your wall. Just put it on your wall.
Ray. I know. Dude stretched his shirt about 10 feet and almost a sack. I know. But was it Shasha Ray? Donald Trump? Oh, man. What? Was it me? That's such a great what, Donald? That's hilarious. Was it me, or did both teams seem bored to play each other, like they were not fully into the game mentally? I felt like that. From the Eagles' defensive perspective. Like it felt like they came out flat to me. We get the best. We have the best people that watch us. Like they come up with the greatest names.
Yeah, I felt like there was no energy. I felt like the team was dead. I mean, the defense looked really dead.
Defensively, it did. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it kind of, look, these teams don't want to play in preseason now. So it's like preseason was always kind of tough to deal with, but you always had that third preseason game where you got like the half. Now it's like they don't even want to play their starters. It's hard to watch. Imagine being Eagles drafting high draft quarterbacks. That's not even going to last year on the team. Dak staying on the Cowboys longer than the Eagles. Imagine being the Dallas Cowboys and not seeing or sniffing the NFC Championship in over 20-something years. Imagine all the losers that had to learn to grow up with loser mentality. That's why you get Mark Holmes in the thing going, at least we tried. I mean, imagine being a Cowboy fan and never seen your team sniff an NFC Championship, and you never will. Seeing Allen in practice running routes is bad. I think the only positive Allen has is deep balls, and today might have been a fluke from blown coverage. Well, he's fast. I mean, I have to go back and look at the play, but he's fast, and he hasn't played football in 4 years. And then, he's been doing the old Olympian thing, the running stuff. So, if he wants to actually be a football player, he's going to have to go literally work on his craft,
True. Yep.
Bottom line, no quarterback has proven to be a winner when it matters. Where at? And you mean for us? The whole quarter of their fan base. Yeah, a whole quarter of their fan base. Texas boy, go sit down. I get Tom Landry to come slap the shit out of you. Dude, Joseph. I like Joseph. He's laying it down tonight. I mean, isn't sprinting his craft, though? Sprinting is, yeah. But I'm talking about in terms of route running. He's got to learn how to run routes.
Yeah, you pick up even we've drafted guys that have that vertical threat, like Shelton Gibson from West Virginia. He was a vertical threat, and he couldn't catch the ball. He couldn't run routes. I mean, that's how bad he was. He had all the speed in the world, but you can't run routes. Forget it. You don't know the route tree. It's a whole different. You look like a totally different player in the NFL.
Yeah, Cowboys can't beat their meat. Maybe they need some of Mark Holmes' Viagra. 4-hour problem. Does Jordan Davis know how to push the O-line anymore? What happened? I think he got a little tired. I mean, he was getting double-teamed and triple-teamed. I'll say this, though. They practiced 2 days with Cleveland. The first day of practice, Cleveland he was wreaking havoc. We were getting reports that he was wreaking havoc on the Browns line. So they kind of knew what to expect somewhat today, and I think they did a good job on him, and I think he's got to get a little better, conditioning. I do. I think that's something he has to work on.
You think that's part of it, though? You think, like, when you have these joint practices, like, the strengths and weaknesses of a lot of players on the opposite side and kind of take advantage of that during a game?
Yeah, I think so. I think I mean, they were double teaming him right away, dude.
Right.
And he's raw in terms of pass rush technique. He's got to learn to become a better pass rusher. There are things he's got to work on, but I think conditioning is not there, and I think part of the problem is just that you're not practicing hard every day. These guys are not practicing hard. Like they should be done practicing, and they should be making him run sprints.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to be better conditioned. I think he's still a little heavy. I think he needs about another 10 pounds off.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Jonathan Gannon is vanilla ice on defense. No flavor, frozen. It's true. It's true. And the thing is I can't say that's just preseason. It's like that last year too,
Right.
So we've been going an hour and 16 minutes. We have about 500 people in the chat between the both of us. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. So up my man, Joey Shakes. And we appreciate you guys being here. I mean, that's pretty much, I think we've pretty much caught up on everything, right? Now it's just a matter of what's going to happen this week with the cuts. And, is there something brewing with the running back situation? That's something we want to know,
Yeah, I mean, even there might be a few players we're going to watch on Saturday at 7 p.m. against Miami, but that's really going to be it. So, third game is it's the back end of your roster bowl on Saturday.
Yeah. It's this game usually coming up would be the JJ Arcega-Whiteside Bowl, but we don't have to worry about that, thank God. I hope next week's Carson Strong starts. I want him to start the whole game. I want Kennedy Brooks to start at running back the whole game, and put Allen in there, put Covey in there, and let's see what these guys can do. Let's see if anybody can make something out of it. But I have a feeling Howie's got some stuff up his sleeves, dude. That's what I
totally agree. I think something's going to happen. Something definitely. They're making a trade. They are making a trade.
I think they're going to do something. I think something's up, and I do think there's a good chance it's Hunt. I really do. I really think the Eagles were watching him. It makes too much sense. And if you look at the Browns, if I'm the Browns, I'm going, well, listen, I got Chubbs, right, and then I got this other kid. I forget his name off the top of my head. He was really good. Then they had the kid Ford. He was
yeah. They were running all over us today.
Their running backs look good. So I think they could afford to trade Hunt.
At least the Eagles get, like, Nick Sirianni could take advantage of the situation. It's like, well, we're interested in a player that we're practicing with in joint practices, and we could take advantage of just feeling the guy out a little bit. See what he's his personality, kind of like doing the draft on those pre-draft visits, kind of just feeling the players out.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely, 100%. It'll be interesting. It's a short week. They do play Saturday. So we'll have Philly Shakedown podcast. It'll probably start late because we'll just wait till the game's over. But it should be interesting. Should be fun. With that, I guess that's pretty much it, guys. We're about an hour 20 in. Anything else you want to say, Joey, before we go?
No, not too much, guys. Like, I'm excited for this week, and we'll see. The cuts are going to be interesting. Watching for a trade for a running back, and then Saturday is going to might be somewhat of a boring game, but at least there's a few players that we could watch out for. I'm looking at Brooks. I'm looking at some of the other guys at wide receiver. I'm just so just see what we have on the back end that's really going to make that last push this week, and then and that's it, and then. We're ready to rock and roll for the season.
Yeah. Digital Print House, shout out to you. Yeah, Dearness Johnson. Yeah, good player. He looks good. But I agree. It should be interesting. I'll have a video out probably tomorrow. I think I'm done for the night. Of course I'll be doing my OnlyFans about 10 a.m. tomorrow. So you guys can find that on Twitter. Of course, I'm always rocking and rolling. We got a lot of fresh pies, so look for that. But Anyways, guys, we want to thank you guys for all your support. It means the world to us. We thank you so much for putting up with us, our stupid personalities and stuff. And yeah, thank you for all the new subscribers, the super chats, the channel members, and just thank you guys for spending time with us. And it'll be fun. Oh wait, what's this comment? Post my comment. 500 shakes. We need a swimsuit calendar featuring Eagle YouTubers. I'm in. I'll do it.
He's gonna be holding a pie like with a cherry on top.
Yeah, I'll hold the pie. I'm used to it. I can handle it. But in all seriousness, guys, thank you so much for being here. And with that, we're gonna let you go. So take care. We will talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. And of course, as always, the Cowboy fans can take us out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Play. We had one.
Yo, you gotta be motherfucking
You
kidding
gotta
me.
be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
What you doing?
running from
What you doing?
To get off the field on third down.
What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Kellen Moore, he's got to be better, man. He wasn't.
Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more
He
play.
had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us.
Away, but, this is just
The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed
it is,
us.
man.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
Yeah, you
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us.
It's going to end the way
We had one. We had